I got a question. What is the relationship between the New Republic, which there is a New Republic?
Yep.
And what is the relationship between the New Republic and the Resistance?
That's
the difference?
That's another question.
The Resistance is like they're rebels pretty much that are fighting the First Order.
First Order?
Yeah.
Like, what is the relationship between the New Republic and the Resistance, and then the First Order and the Empire? The Empire seems to be gone, and the First Order is what's like left over.
So why is it called the Resistance?
Like, what are they resisting?
The New Republic's there as a central government.
Yeah.
Okay? And the Resistance is there being, as a small part, being supported and funded.
I'm just saying,
to put out the fires.
They did mention that the Republic does have a fleet.
Yes.
The New Republic has a fleet, and it's not the Resistance.
Yeah, they're different.
General Organa, is she a general in the New Republic's fleet, and then she has, like, her crew? That's the Resistance? I don't know. I feel like we're missing a lot of story there.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any to be found. Like, what is it?
I don't think that
should be answered.
I don't think there's anything in that movie as far as to be found, because as far as like talking about the Republic and the Resistance, I don't feel like we learned a whole lot about, why aren't they just called rebellions, or why aren't they just called the Republic?
Yeah.
You know? Instead of being called Resistance.
Well, I don't think because they're not rebelling against the central government. They're resisting
the First Order.
The First Order.
Well, but are they working for the Republic, right?
Yeah, they're working for the Republic.
Shouldn't they just be New Republic?
Yeah, shouldn't they just be Republic soldiers, Republic fleet, or Republic members?
Maybe like Black Ops.
I just feel like if they intentionally wanted us to be confused about this, it's kind of a poor decision, because I was distracted by that in a couple parts. Like, wait, okay, is the New Republic the old rebellion, or did the rebellion just keep going, and the New Republic is just like a Fox version of the Republic, and it's pretty much the Empire? But it felt like the Republic was a good place because the First Order wanted to go against it.
Yeah.
I feel like the confusion here should not have happened. They should have, that first crawl gets you up to speed. You should have put something in there like, there's a New Republic, the Resistance is
war.
They don't like the Republic very much, or I don't know.
Yeah. And it's not like the Empire and the First Order are in charge of the, everything, and the Resistance is fighting that order.
Yeah.
There's like two orders going on, and then there's also the Resistance.
I just found that slightly needlessly confusing.
I can understand that.
It might be explained really well later, but right now...
But should it be explained later? Like, is there some... Like, maybe I'm just missing something, but is there some reason that they can't know yet? They'll love it when they see it. Like, I can't think of, like if we're in the next movie and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, there's the Republic, and then this happened, and the Resistance. I won't be like, I'll be like, well, fuck, should have told me that last movie.
Why you told me that before?
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it was going back to World War II Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have Nazi Germany occupying France, and you have the Allied forces trying to retake France, but you still had the countrymen and everything of France, like, resisting the occupation of France.
Okay.
Like, it felt like that to me.
So you have the Republic then, and then you have the First Order who's causing issues with the Republic, and then you just have a bunch of random people that are just like, well, we're a resistance fighter that's just going to fight this anyway. We're not part of this Republic army. I mean, we just want to fight.
Yeah, but it was mentioned in there when they were talking to Snoke. If we destroy the Republic, then the Resistance won't have any more friends.
Yeah.
Either the Resistance was started by the Republic or was aided by the Republic in some way, but they were definitely being protected by the Republic.
And that could be true.
I agree.
The Alliance during World War II and stuff, I think, helped Resistance fighters by giving supplies and stuff.
Yeah, they did airdrops of basic weapons, and
I feel like it's the fault of the filmmakers that we have to ask this, or we have to figure out what this is. But if I had to make it up on the spot, I'd have to assume that the First Order seems to be a version of the Empire. Maybe the Empire cracked after the Emperor died. It got into different warlords. The First Order is just the one that won that war, and they had to rebrand themselves. So there's the First Order, but because they're a shadow of their former self, they're out in the outer rim, and they're doing crazy things that the Republic's just too far away to do anything about it. So maybe a band of rebels from that part create the Resistance, and then eventually they ally with the New Republic. If they had said something like that, I would have been happy,
True. That would have explained everything.
Yeah, but I feel like we don't know, and because I don't know, I'm slightly confused. I don't like being confused.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Speaking with the First Order and also the Republic and everything, at one point, the First Order attacks the Republic. right? With the new Starkiller base, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they decimate an entire
they
system.
destroy-
They
entire
killed
system.
like 5 planets,
That
right?
was a sad sequence.
Now where
That was terrifying.
one of those looked like for a second I'm like, did they just kill Coruscant?
No, but it seemed to me to be the capital of the New Republic. Did it seem to be, I thought they said capital. Was it the capital of it?
So like Coruscant used to be the capital, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And then they abandoned that with the New Republic. It was that
Yeah.
place.
I mean, it's like
I mean, it had to
if
have
you
been
took
a hit.
over Germany, you wouldn't set up shop again at Berlin. Like, no, we're gonna build a new thing.